How we doing, boys and girls? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, or maybe even good evening for some of you. Hope you're all well. We need we need more gold makers, clearly. Why is my chair all broken? We definitely need more streamers in the gold making community, that is for sure. Right, let's get some stuff up and running, shall we? Let's get the old bank character logged in. Check if we sold any of the pets yesterday. My plan today is to do a bunch of checklists. Now, I don't know how successful this is going to be, but I'm going to try to see if I can figure out a convenient way to do, like, checklists on all of my bonus dudes. Grind out that rep a little bit. This is something I've been kind of putting off for a while, but we're getting towards the point where Season 2 is, in my mind at least, mostly done. We start looking forward to what's going on in Season 3, and that means I want to get a few things finished, finalised, ticked, job done, you know. Right, let's have a little look if we sold anything though, or whether we just had expireds. Bunch of expireds. Let's cancel off any that have been undercut. So I'm not cancelling the margin manipulator. It's too goddamn cheap, apparently. Too goddamn cheap. Sub $1 million gold now. I'm not willing to go quite that low by the looks of things with my operations. They're a little bit too cheap. But how are we all doing? How are we all doing this morning? You must become the streamer you wish to watch. Welcome in, Goldson. Good morning, good morning. Chalita, good morning to you. Hirindar, Adrestia, Spoono, Chris, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you all. Yeah, a bunch of checklists is on the cards today. I think that feels sensible for me. Round the week off. I've done, I think I've done most of the bits and pieces that I wanted to do this week. I got caught up very efficiently yesterday with the weekly rares, so they're done. Probably do a bit of a blast of rare killing to keep on top of these mechanicas. I don't have any spare in the bank at the moment, but other than that, we can potter around today. We can potter around a little bit and see what catches us. We should probably... Why are you down? Oh, I know why. Let's get the main dude logged in all the same. I wonder if... I wonder what the easy way to do checklists on all these characters is. Because their checklists are all going to be different. I wonder if we can fish for toons with similar checklists. Is that going to make tracking it a nightmare? Tracking who's done them and who hasn't. Can't decide. Either way, let's start at the bottom of the list. Or, alternatively, we could just go on a bit of a bargain hunt, see if there's any deals to be had. Maybe that's not a terrible idea first thing this morning. What does the checklists give? Well, quite simply, it's just 500 rep each. This isn't for any real particular gold makey reasons. Other than these factions now are... These factions are at a point now where I just kind of want to get them capped. The Paragon chests, the Dark Fuse Trove, I have the... Yeah, I have the mount from there. Bilgewater Cartel still needs leveling. We are revered with those guys. We need the Paragon chest, the Steam Weedle Supplier. It's going to take, in theory, a couple of weeks, I would guess, to get the mounts out of these Paragon chests. But it's worth doing, I think. I definitely think it's worth doing, because every chest we get results in... Every chest we get gives us a couple of couple of Mechanica anyway, even if we don't get the mount, but mostly focusing on the mount. There is going to come a point where I might actually have to learn all of the pets and the mounts for myself, for my own collection. So far we've just been selling them off, but I get about 2 Paragon chests each week at the moment. Yeah, I feel I can probably do something similar. What is it? 500 rep per box, 10,000 rep, so 20 boxes or 20 checklists, or in turn 20 characters. That means I could, in theory, if I did the checklist on all of my toons, get 4 Paragon boxes a week just from the checklists, but I kind of think that's going to take me an awful long time. I don't know how quick or easy it is to grind out checklists. More importantly, I don't know how quick or easy it is to do checklists in a sort of semi-multi-box fashion. I'm not sure. Bilgewater Cartel world quests can be completed in groups of 5. Well, you only get rep on the one for the first turn in. World quests are a warbound rep, other than the main faction rep, which is kind of weird, but I just want to be done and get the mounts. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. What add-on's that? Oh, this is a new interface, part of the plumber add-on, redesigning the Kazolgar summary button. Now I have 1 million check cards on my main toon, so we can continuously be working on one of these. I guess the only way to do it is to like play, isn't it? Let's go get a checklist on each one. I mean, for all I know, I've got checklists on these dudes already. Right, checklist. That means I need that little checklist weak aura on each account. Checklist easy tracker, that one. Export, copy. That's illegible. Let me make it bigger. Be huge. Okay, I can still see that. That'll do. Let's get a checklist on this dude. This could end up being just another one of the things I put on the to-do list for all these 80 toons. Until, you know, until the job's done, sort of thing. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. Even just going and getting the checklist is like, by the time you do anything 80 times, it starts to really stack up. Multi-boxing might be a bit rough. Yeah, I'm hoping there'll be at least some common crossover things, right? That's kind of my theory here. Like, kill rares, I hope, is one that turns up on a lot of them. I kind of hope that, you know, the driving around doing the turbo cans is something that can be multied. The dumpsters can be multied. The side gigs can technically, but not easily. The other option to make the whole process easier is to just literally only do the ones that are actually easy to multi-box. Ones where we get 100 scrap cans, maybe. No, the 50 cans in the road thing, the 3 rares, and like, I don't know, 25 dumpsters. It could just be that we only end up doing the easy ones and we don't sweat about doing the difficult ones. The delve is also a possible one, especially if we time it right to get these dudes their belt as well. Because, you know, an almost free 700 item level belt shouldn't really be sniffed at. Because it's only actually 3 things you need to do on each one, isn't it? 100 scrap cans, 3 rares. It'd be really nice if they'd all get the rares. So, for example, we've got 2 of them here that have got rares. I can go grab a bonus one for myself. This could be one of those things that we make sure... This could be one of those things that we make sure that we do on a Wednesday when actually killing the rares can be a bit more painful. Or we could do it in teams of 3. Doing it my main dude and then 2 other teams of 3 might also be an easy way to do it. I don't know. Side street delve, dumpsters, turbo cans, side gig, scrap cans, rares, races, side gig, scrap cans, 10 jobs. The ones that get 10, like, there are things like 10 jobs that are just never going to happen. $78 enchanters to go. Happy times. Oh my god, you actually you actually still pumping those enchanting alts. Woof. All right, so yeah, let's think about this. How are we going to... Any of the 4 turbo cans? Only one of them has got the turbo cans. 2 of them have got dumpsters. 3 of them are with dumpsters. 3 are with dumpsters. You've got dumpsters. You've got dumpsters. Have you started looking at craft for season 3? Not yet. The pretty much similar as season 2. There doesn't seem to be a huge amount at the moment.
Dark fuses flying drones around this place.
It's still very early days, it feels.
Take them out with a bang.
It's not easy to do with this one.
Welcome to the best place ever.
I need a trash can to do it better, actually. I need a trash can. Consistency is key. Oh, you got all your alts to 70. Nice. Yeah. Just keep methodically working through stuff is the best way. And obviously, for the love of God, please make sure you enjoy doing it. that's the big trick. Right, I need a trash can. Why can I never... There's a trash can, look. 25 dumpsters. $25 dumpsters. 25 dumpsters. Beautiful. These guys got the delve. A couple of them have got the delves. Rares, turbo cans. Yeah, doing any form of like actually efficient multi-box of this is going to be quite a challenge. Because it's just going to get messy because they're all different all the time. Where's the trash pile? Trash pile's all the way down here. Side Street Sluice is both bountiful and also overcharged today. So that's actually probably a good one. That's probably a good one to go and do to get the belt as well, isn't it? On these tunes. Thinking about it. Can we watch the Gamescom announcement for Midnight together on stream? It's in August, so hyped. Oh, of course. Absolutely. Not going to be missing that.
Take a few swings at the
Oh, this
Wombo
one's nearly
course.
over.
On me. You earned it.
Where's the next one going to be? Could we watch it on the TV in the back? Yeah, I'll just stick it up there where we react to it live. Ha ha. Welcome in, Jack. Good morning, good morning. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3 of these need the delve, so I'm going to do the delve. The way I'll do this, I think, is probably Wombo combo the delve with going and getting the quest for these guys for the belt. They have to pick that up, don't they, in the capital city. So let's do that. Remember to bring the quest from the hotel. Which is that one? Is it a weekly one? Dispose of the threat in the side street sluice. Crystals, bit of gold. Share that across. Okay. Thank you. Always a bonus. Okay, now see if I can remember where this is. It's up here somewhere, isn't it? It's in here. It's this one. 4 overcharged pylons destroyed. Complete an overcharged delve. Yeah, there we go. Shared. Right. Also means I didn't technically need to bring these dudes back, did I? If I could share the quest out. I didn't realise I could share the quest out. I could just go grab it on one, which will make it easier. You can get the quest from the delve too, from the console at the start. Oh, can you really? Okay. Well, that would absolutely make things easier. Why do you have a question mark above Brand's head? We're not going to do the complete 3 delve ones, I don't think, but grab them all the same. Just in case we get over ambitious. Any predictions that what we're gonna get at Gamescom? They did say there's a surprise planned. Oh, I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't think we're gonna really. I mean, of course they're gonna say there's a surprise, and they've probably got something up their sleeves, haven't they? But simples such as like, I don't know. We're not going to get a release date, obviously. Oh, God, what's going on a bit? We're not going to get a release date, but it'd be nice if we got, like, at least a release date for housing or something. Or even a release date for when Legion Remix or something's coming. That would feel kind of quite good. They've got to have something up their sleeves, haven't they? Because the reality is these days is we know what the expansion's going to be, or at least we know what the expansion's called. We can make some rough guesstimates to what's going to happen. We also don't really expect it to be that different. So yeah, I guess we'll have to just have to wait and see, I suppose. Why do my tunes keep getting disconnected? Can you stop doing that, please, game? We've got player housing. What else could they give us now? We were crying for that for 20 years. Well, yeah, this is the thing, right? Like, where do we go from here? Where do we actually go from here regarding that? Oh, hang on. Some of these, for some reason, don't have their follow macro. I don't know how easy or difficult this place is to navigate. I'm not even sure I need to drag my friends with me, but... Oh, do they all jump in the... Oh, okay. Stop dying. Oh, God, this has gone... This has not gone to plan, has it? That was a great start. Come on, Bran, do some heals. I've done goofed literally the first step. A bopper bot. Guild housing, new UI stuff, new personal bank. Yeah, I can't really imagine it's going to be anything like super interesting. Like, this is the thing. Like, the spoiler aspect is kind of that we already know what we think is going to be the good stuff. So I'm not sure.
Here's your take of the spoils.
They can just stand at the start. Will that also give them credit for completing the delve, though, for like their their flipping, what do you call it, checklist thing?
They'll never be using that move.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Is
Handy
that your
to know.
wallet? Or are you just glad to see me? Both,
In
I
that
hope.
case, I might not bother carting them too far then, because then I can just run through and spam kill the whole thing. Tried to do far too complicated a shit before we've even... Well, I might just leave those dudes there then, if that's the case. Let me just run through and murder things. Kahani with the 40 months. Oh, my man, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that big time. Welcome in, good morning to you.
You're looking a bit rough.
Alright, we've got to get some coffee on the go for sure. How much of this do you reckon I can just chain pull and YOLO? Probably most of it, to be honest. Chain pull the lot. If in doubt, pull more. If in doubt, pull more.
Smell that? It's treasure. I know it. We're close.
Where are we going from here? This way? Yeah, I kind of remember now. It was sort of useful to drag them along so that they could loot. But now that we've filmed the talent tree for the overcharged delves, they don't need to loot really, do they? So they can just lurk at the beginning, I guess. Oh, it's a bit chaotic though, mind. Oh my god, you've bumped me off. This is a bit chaotic. Maybe I don't want to YOLO pull the whole place. Is that everybody? Be shrunk. Be shrunk. Yo, this is actually a really good one to do this on, isn't it, by the looks of things? Leave the dudes at the beginning. Getting these... maybe we should can off this checklist business. Not because it's not good use, but I could... This is a nice Wombo combo for just getting the... for getting the belts on everybody, isn't it? They're already in the Undermine. If they can pick the quest up from the flipping delve in the first place. we can probably end up spam running this like super fast. I have kind of accidentally left these guys somewhere, so at least this time they're going to have to go back to the start, wherever that is. Was it this way? Right click, leave delve, and then go back in, I guess, is the play, right? It's quicker and easier. Ready for turn in. Okay, I did forget to press buttons here. Not that I really think I need to press buttons here, because these dudes aren't really particularly doing anything either, are they? So actually, they don't need to return to here. They need to go back to the city now to get their belt. Oh no, shit! Where am I going? Ran the wrong way. I'm pre-coffee still. How did you get that many Titan discs? We just spammed delves at the beginning of the week. We had it done on day one. Yeah, we had this whole tree done on day one. Oh, I've even forgot to spend a point apparently. Yeah, just level ones. Level ones, multi-boxed it. Boom. 5 times the fun. yeah, it actually wasn't time kept or gate kept, which was nice. Right, I'll get into the rhythm of this in a minute. I'm a bit rusty this morning, clearly. So, I only need one dude to go and get the quest, but then he can share it with the other dudes. But then they do all need to go back to get their belt. Boom, magic. So now, open a box, which is actually, let's not forget, 1,000 gold in each box. 1,000 gold and 2 pieces of gear, because we'll obviously get our belt and we'll get something else. Sneezing, man. Flipping hell, it hurts. Another belt. Another upgrade to the gear that they don't have. .636 champion ring. Absolutely. You can't do that right now? Wait, why? Wait, what's going on? Oh, because I'm still technically on the back of a friend. How am I still mount? Okay, sure. Any reason to not just hearth back at this point? We just hearth back. Takes us back to the hotel, and then that's that team with their belts done. That's the team with the belts done. That's pretty quick and easy. Isn't rep character specific for the troves? No. Checklists can be completed on individual characters individually. The 500 rep is per character. I mean, I guess there's no reason to not pick up that quest, I guess, in case we end up going there at some point. Okay, turn that quest in. Nice. So that's that team sort of done. Maybe I just focus on that today. Maybe I get everybody their belts today. Maybe that's the play. Pains me that when making inks that they don't multi-craft, but every other work order multi-crafts. Inks can multi-craft. Are you just saying that you get unlucky and they don't? Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, you can't fight bad luck forever though. Bad luck always turns into good luck at some point. Yeah, I can't feel that we're going to get too much progress done on all of these chat lists. I might just have to methodically go through the tunes. The reality is, though, methodically going through the tunes doesn't make as much sense to me as just spamming them on my main character who's got hundreds of these bonus check cards. Because whatever it takes to do these can be done much easier on my main than it can on all of these alts that don't even have any gear. Yeah, I'm going to have to give these checklists a little bit more of a thought, I think. But I reckon for now, we will grab some belts. That's an easy task for a Tuesday. Maybe we'll grab the checklists all the same, so that we've got the checklists. I need my coffee though, please hold. Okay. Yeah, 20 tunes a week will get you one Paragon chest, 500 rep per box. Right, okay, let's leave that. Let's invite all of these dudes. They all need to... Well, this dude needs to come and get this quest. Sluice of the Juice. Share that out. Sight of Madness. Share that out. Get checklist all the same. go get the... Quickly go get the quest from the capital city. What's inside the Paragon box? Paragon boxes contain 1 to 2 miscellaneous mechanicas, but simultaneously there's also a Paragon mount in them this season, which is a nice chase goal for some people for sure. Accepted, accepted, accepted. Beautiful. Same scenario. I'm going to take this just in case. Yeah, so there's quite some goodies in the Paragon chests this month, this season. To some people's dismay, they've not put Paragon mounts in for... When was the last time they did it? Zerith Mortis, maybe? BF at end of... was it Zerith Mortis? End of Shadowlands? But it's... It's a fun thing for people to chase potentially if they're into that sort of stuff. Right, these dudes need to go get their checklists. If I make sure I get them their checklist, it'll sit on the screen and it'll remind me to do it. That's kind of the point of this little week, or it's very, very easy to forget about trying to chip off these little mini tasks. But if you can do them at the same time as doing something else that you're already going to do, that's kind of how you can build a lot of optimization into your play. Right, everybody in. Everybody in. Everybody in. I forgot to go in myself. For some reason, entering this delve is causing massive disconnection issues. Are we in? We're in. That's what she said. Right, let's go. Go, gadget, go. Yeah, I can apparently just blast through this now. I'm going to assume that my other dudes are getting progress. Let's just YOLO it. Make sure we kill the pylons. Pet do pet things. Understanding whatever the hell that is. See how chaotic we can possibly make this. Bit of chaos. Nothing wrong with a bit of chaos. This is why we're doing them on tier 1. Things are scaled up because we got a party of 5, but still not too bad. I just got to be careful I don't miss any of the clear and obvious things I'm actually meant to be doing. Grab the save point. This is going to be easy sauce if we just basically stroll to the end in all of these. I do actually need to get some kill percentage though. Here it comes. Haha, this is actually weirdly fun. This is like Torghast level, just craziness. I apologise, my FPS seems to be really bad though. I don't know why we're not even hitting 60 FPS. Weaken the golden dude. Does everything else automatically die when we, mostly? Well, that's quite cool. That was quick. That was pretty speedy.
Nothing old Bran can't get through.
I mean, I'm sure if you're prop pallying that or something, you just stroll through all the way. That's really quite funny. Right, these guys then can go hand in, get their belts. For me, having a one-button rotation on the bars felt like lower FPS. It actually wouldn't surprise me if the processing of it is quite heavy, but I can't imagine it's overly problematic. Add-ons like Hekeely, for example, have often been quite heavy, but that is because they're, you know, they weren't fed by Blizzard, right? It was very computational, and it was all done server side. Like client side. I imagine that the rotation now is just much lighter on your system because it's straight from the server side, I would hope. But then again, we do know how Blizzard loves to poorly code things. 691 belt. And our first ever helm. Lovely stuff. Halfback. 691 belt. And a trinket. Our first ever trinket. Some of these tunes are so pathetic. It's borderline embarrassing. Wow, we swapped. Oh, okay. They were an upgrade. Oh, how did you not get completion for that? Odd. Neither did you. Neither did you. Did I not share that quest? Oh, maybe I didn't share the quest. Oh well. You live and you learn. Right, next set. Next stack. Yeah, this could be really quite efficient if we can streamline a little bit of the getting of the belt and getting back, actually collecting all of the belts at the end. Checklist. Checklist. Site of Madness. Oh, you can't share this one. Well, that would be why then. That would be why it didn't share out properly last time. I need to actually go get it. We can share the actual... Wait, hang on. Hang on. I don't need to go get the quest, do I? Didn't somebody say you can pick it up from the console in the delve? Oh no, flipping stuck on a rock. Tier 1, enter. Oh, beautiful. Oh, dumb. Shit probably can be shared. I just wasn't even flipping. Okay, I've been an idiot. I wasn't grouped up. I'm still pre-coffee. Any news on the new tailoring thing for the cloak? The only time I've spent on the PTR was an hour or two on Friday. We've got so much time to play PTR and figure all this stuff out. And more importantly, it often changes. So it's not been my highest priority this week. Why won't it let me in? But we'll definitely investigate. Don't worry. But we got ages. We got ages. I'm really not trying to rush the PTR stuff because like I said, we've got ages. Why won't it let me in? Why am I trapped here? What's going on? Why am I in limbo? Hello? The game's kindly trapped me. How are you doing, Marcus? Welcome in. Good morning, good morning. Are these dudes all... 1, 2, 3... Oh, you're... Oh, we've got some weird... Oh, why are you not grouped? Oh, okay. It's all gone horribly wrong. Right, everybody back up. I've done goofed it. Back it up. If in doubt, reset. My main dude is proper cooked. He can't go anywhere, so he's got half out of here. Jeez Louise. Oh, no, there's a door now. Okay. Sharding's gone all loopy-doopy. Right, maybe I will create the instance. What the hell? Why won't it let me in? What the Christ on a bicycle's going on here? Trying to keep up with 20 toons and their professions, not working out for me time-wise, so I'm going to need to figure out another way to optimize. I have 4 jewel gatherers, 4 enchanting jewel crafters, so on and so on and so on. Any advice? Well, for starters, 4 jewel gatherers is kind of hella pointless. Because you can only gather on one of them at a time. It just means you're spending 4 times as much time trying to get knowledge points and stuff on them. You never really need more than a single jewel gatherer. So one character with herbalism and mining, and just focus on them every week. Absolutely no reason to run multiples. Enchanting, jewel crafting, blacksmithing, leatherworking, inscription, tailoring, alchemy, engineers. All of those guys should predominantly just be doing their concentration. Your highest priority should be to burn that concentration, because concentration is profit. Before you do nearly anything else, you want to make sure that they are never capped on concentration. That's your quickest and easiest route to easy gold. Once you have made sure you have burnt all of your concentration on all of those characters, if you still have time spare, then you can look for other things to do. But your number one highest priority should be to make sure you're using concentration on all of them. Right, let's log out again, because this clearly isn't working. I wonder if it's because it's tagged as bountiful for some of them, but not me. And it's also, for some reason, kicked me out of the group. I wonder if it's because it's bountiful for these dudes or not. But that didn't matter last time, so I don't know what's going on. Tier 1 basic, go. That should then mean that these guys get to phase into the same instance. No. Right, let's do a relog. Ungroup everybody, log everybody out, log everybody in. I'm not overly surprised. We were having disconnect issues earlier, so something's clearly done goofed. It equally won't let me leave again. It's also locked a bag on my inventory, Yeah, servers are shitting themselves today, aren't they? Servers have lost the plot today. I don't even know which way is the right way. Blizzard's on you for shenanigans. Having lag and FPS issues since the patch. Something that changed during this patch is really scuffed with Nvidia's latest drivers, by the way. Straight disconnect. There seems to be loads of people having driver-related issues with WoW. Now, I'm not actually using the latest Nvidia drivers. I'm like 1, maybe 2 patches behind. And I'm not seeing even half of the issues that other people are having. K-Chak was getting the green squares everywhere. His graphics card drivers were like resetting, which was crashing his stream yesterday. There's clearly some optimizations that need to be done from somebody somewhere. Why would you use DX11? It's like opting out of free performance gains. Oh, I use DX11. I don't use DX12. DX12 causes me a world of headaches with WoW. Always has done. It's often, for me, the exact opposite of performance gains. Any of my weird artifacting and craziness tends to happen only when I got DX12 on. It's my go-to first thing to check these days. If something doesn't work in the game, I'm like, yeah, it's probably DirectX 12 is activated for some reason. All my problems went away with the scan and repair. I had to do it 3 times this month. Doesn't having to do it 3 times kind of... Isn't that kind of the opposite of all your problems went away? Why would you have to do it 3 times? There's no fixing drivers. Only way to fix it is go scan and repair. Nvidia does secret background downloads to your software. Oh, love that stuff. Love that. And the Blizzard patches are messy. That's true. That's true. Right, let's log these guys in again. Let's give this another go. This was meant to be 5 minutes per team. Bang, get the belt, job done. Get the belt, 1,000 gold, few resonance crystals, GG. Right, invite everybody. Create the instance. Enter the instance. I disappear into the nether. I should just phase in. A tier 1 delve is in progress. Enter it. Haha, there we are. Yep, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. It's just being dumb. Maybe I'll have to remember to just relog my main dude between team switches as well, if there's some odd shenanigans at play. Is everybody here? Everybody's here. Right, let me just go spam the dungeon then. Blast it out. Certainly didn't expect to see... boosting my own tunes via delves was not on my bingo card. Do I actually... Oh yeah, because I need to complete the delve, don't I? I was going to say, can I just get the 4 pylons? Is that the only requirement? But no, I actually do think I need to complete it. Did I get the gold pile? 2 of 5. Get the pylon. Dink that thing. Grab a save point for when I mess it up. This is chaos. Chaos, but fun chaos. Pet do pet things. Pet do pet things. Hello. Okay, pylon down. It's probably all the pylons, right? I need some percentage, but 75. Five of those. Hop down here. Hop down here. Grab you lot.
You won't hit us with that one.
Come on, give me the percentage. 93. 97. Shaman's activated. Go, go, go. Ooh, another sneaky one. Nice. Delve done. Everybody's a winner. Hey, that's utter chaos, but it is actually really quite fun. Let's grab you, not that it really matters. And then we're done. I'm going to log you out while I take these dudes to go grab their reward for doing absolutely nothing. $500 PCs at work that you have to change to Windows 11. I'm so surprised how quickly Windows ditched Windows 10, or how quickly Microsoft ditched Windows 10. I've never known in past history for the previous operating system to get nuked. Usually it was like 1 or 2 back. Remember Vista? Well, yeah, Vista was at... Vista caused people untold amount of frustration. But from an actual user of Windows, rather than somebody like that codes or programs or does any of that, Vista wasn't that bad. I genuinely think Vista, like the negativity of Vista was massively overhyped. The majority of people wouldn't have noticed like any issue. But yeah, they did nuke Vista pretty quickly, you're right. Ooh, that's not how that's meant to work. Oh, same again. I picked up this quest on one dude, but clearly forgot to share it. Whoops. Multi-core usage was so much better. The performance gains were noticeable even without FPS counters on screen. Oh, from 7 to 8.1. Read on the forums, part of the problem is that Blizzard has a lot of the old files and Nvidia updates even more often. Okay. I tend not to worry too much about this sort of stuff. I'm also not overly speedy to update things all the time. Hence why my graphics card drivers are still like quite literally months out of date. But I tend to live by the theory that if it's not broken, don't fix it. And if I do get problems, then I'll go and update stuff and hope that the problems go away because I update stuff, but that's not the right way of doing it. Let's grab everybody their checklist. Chances are I'm not going to complete any of these this week, but if they don't have one, they need one. Simple rule. Background downloads over the GeForce app. Oh, I didn't pick up the quest, did I? Invite everybody into the same group. You pick up the quest for here. One of these. Sluice contains the juice. Right, and then get everybody to the delve. I need to then make the instance, go, and then hope that these guys join it properly without being dumb. Let's see, shall we? One is in progress, join. Right, is everybody in? Everybody's in. Beautiful. Let me go again. Ah, this is real quick. We're going to have everybody belts, no problem. like installing old pirated games and cracked when it's not online, but just to avoid the automatic updates that brick shit unnecessarily. I mean, I wouldn't know what that feels like, but yeah, yeah. Oh no, you booted me off. Oh dear. Oh dear.
They'll never be using that route.
I don't think my pets are going to keep up with that shenanigans, are they? I find it so funny how piracy seems to like have these swings. Like piracy will, you know, basically not exist for a few years, and then it comes back in force because one company does something stupid. It's already been said by certain individuals that GTA 6 will end up being the most pirated game in history if they try and charge like $150 for it. Now, I think there's an air of truth to that, but at the same time, if GTA 6 was to turn up and start charging big money, and the online is going to be kind of critical to it. I mean, there's a reason why always online games exist, isn't it? Because they basically are immune to being pirated. Because a simple server check to validate that you've got a legitimate key can kind of ensure that you know, only paid actors, paid users are able to do the online stuff. I'm sure it's a little bit more complicated than that, but the fundamentals are there. 150 for a game, they're nuts. I look at things with a very strong value proposition perspective though. Like, if it ends up being even half as good as GTA 5, I'd pay $150 for it without question. I find it very hard to believe that GTA 6 won't end up being like game of the decade. Not game of the year, but like straight up game of the decade. Rockstar doesn't fuck about with these things. And if it ends up being one of the best games I've ever played, $150 is an absolute steal. You know, that's the definition of value. The issue is when some AAA developer cooks up half a game that's not even remotely close to finished or any good, and then they try and start charging $80 for it. Then the value proposition is bad. This is why I don't like this kind of mindset that all games should be the same price. Like, if GTA 6 ends up being the best game that's ever been made, yeah, charge $150 for it. It'll still be incredible value if you can get 200 hours out of it. If it's 200 hours of thorough, pure enjoyment, then they've done their job. They're welcome. Please take my money. If they provide a service that's better than anybody has ever provided a service for, I will pay a price higher than I've ever paid before. That said, if it turns up an absolute flipping buggy mess and doesn't flipping work, and then the question is, you know, then it's a different story. But this kind of like all AAA games are $60 and they should all be $60 is basically saying that every game should be equal in quality. And yeah, we would love if every game just worked and was played properly and whatever. But that's not how shit works. Dare I say, some flipping Ubisoft cooking up a Skull and Bones kind of game and then trying to charge out the ass for it, then, well, yeah, you can go get fucked. But if somebody makes the best game that has ever been created ever, then I think they're well within their rights to charge more. Does it set a precedent for everybody else, though? Does it lift the bar for everybody else? Absolutely. Look at Apple. Apple have done the exact same thing with the iPhone. Apple turned around nearly 20 generations ago at this point, it feels like, and we're like, we're going to make something new, innovative, and the best product we possibly can, and have ever since charged an absolute fucking fortune for it. But look how many of them they sell, because at the same time, it's arguably a very, very good product. You should often be suspicious of people who are trying to do things overly cheaply, because you're like, what's the catch? $150 is still a lot. Minimum wage here is $10.50. It's a lot of money. But if you get 200 hours of, fun out of it. Remember PS2 games being 50, 60 euros. Only difference now is that I got grown up money, so 150 ends up being not much in my opinion. Yeah, this is it. Like, as goblins, we should also fully understand that value is in the eye of the beholder, right? $150 is literally more money than you might own if you live on the streets. But if you're working full time, you're single, you don't have, huge amounts of outgoings, you might have plenty of disposable income, and then all of a sudden $150 is flipping nothing. Let's be honest, how much money have we spent on WoW over 20 years? Well, if it wasn't for the token, I'd have spent a lot more. But I was thinking about this earlier. Since the very day the token has launched, I've not spent a penny. Like, I've never had to pay for a single month of game time, nor have I had to buy a single expansion or service or anything, ever since the day the token came out. I've also, you've probably noticed on stream, that I don't have like the 6-month and the 12-month subs to get the mounts and stuff, because that would require me to actually pay for it on my credit card at least once, and I still haven't. But I get your point. Like $15 a month over 20 years, plus the value of every expansion, the amount of money some people have given Blizzard is just absolutely bananas. Like crazy level. Wait, why has this dude not had any progress? In fact, why have none of these dudes got any progress? Did I not accept the quest before running the delve? Oh, God. This is why we need coffee in the morning. This is why coffee's invented. Because Manthe does stupid things without it. Right. Back to the delve. Okay. Now here's a question. Is it still going to be overcharged? Oh yeah, they stay overcharged, okay. Yeah. Right, try again. Not so fast, not so furious. No, this is an absolute shit show. Between disconnects and me not picking up the quest, this is an absolute clusterfuck. Hive mind. Somebody's on it with the rares. Somebody's going for it. That's serious business when you've made a team with a hive mind, by the way. Just saying. That's serious business. No. You don't get to make the oh, is this going to go completely cock-ass now? Because I haven't reset it properly. Quite possibly. Yes. It's gone stupid. Oh, dear Lord, have mercy. Why can shit just not go right today? Right, log everybody out. Another fine demonstration of excellence. Log everybody out. If it'll be anything like Red Dead Redemption 2, it'll be 180 hours of slow gaming. I never completed Red Dead 2. But it is kind of on my list. It is kind of on my list to go back and play that game, like, actually properly. The problem for me when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out is my PC wasn't really good enough to play it properly. Now my PC is definitely good enough to play it properly, and I'm actually really tempted to give Red Dead another go. There's I want to go back and play GTA 5 enhanced version before GTA 6 launches as well. It's not like Red Dead 2 is bad, on the contrary, but it is a slog. Slow, methodical, chill. When I played Red Dead 2, I got really into, like, the hunting and the skinning and stuff. I got really sucked into the side quests, you know, into the side game rather than, like, ploughing forward with the main story. But that, for me, is what Rockstar have always been incredible at. From way back in the day, Rockstar have always been able to, like, provide an actual open world experience where if you just want to go pick up a fishing rod and go play fishing for 6 hours, you can go do that and have a huge amount of fun doing it, not feeling as if you've missed out on anything, right? Like, even more than I think WoW has been able to do. Yes, the skinning animation, that's probably a really good point. Like, the fact that it takes you about 15 minutes to take the skin off a pig in Red Dead Redemption 2 is a touch annoying. But that still doesn't take away from the fact that it's very immersive and very cool. If you get sucked into side quests, don't play The Witcher 3. People will probably cringe when they find out I've never played The Witcher 3 either. I've literally never played that. I've played Red Dead 2. I just never, like, fully finished it, completed it. But I got as far as getting drunk in a bar one day, and I think somebody stole my horse. I don't know how far that is into Red Dead 2. But getting drunk in a bar and somebody stealing my horse, I was like, oh, this is far too much like real life. I can't be doing with this. Here's what you're going to do now. You're going to log off, buy The Witcher 3 and go play it. Witcher 3 side quests are so good, you end up taking them because they always have a bit of a twist. Played Witcher last year, all my friends played it on release. It's a big game, and I don't know if it's a big stream game, though. I don't know how I would provide any form of entertainment in The Witcher if I streamed it. Witcher 3 people are a cult, I swear to God. Is it that bad? No, don't go trying it, and we're not grouped up yet. all of these ones that have like got this on the screen go away, because that probably is going to cause chaos with the instancing. Right, group everybody up. Everybody's grouped up, everybody's sharded in. Tier 1, go. Instance is me, gives me no option but to choose the tier 1, gives me no option but to choose the tier 1. Okay. Right, they've all got the quest now. They've all got the quest now because flipping Dum-Dum here forgot to pick it up last time. Right, now we slam the dungeon again. I have yet to play Baldur's Gate 3. I've not played Baldur's Gate 3 either. I was very scared by the fact that that could be a 600-hour game. Very scared by the fact it could be a 600-hour game. Although I have to be aware of the fact that we have about 8 weeks-ish until 11.2 launches. That gives me at least 6 weeks where we can absolutely do whatever the hell we want. Because the next 6 weeks are either going to be just keep ticking over in WoW or go experience some other stuff. I was talking about this yesterday when talking about Dune. Now, I don't know. How many of you out there are playing Dune right now? One's in chat if you're playing Dune, because I imagine there's a few of you. I have heard that the endgame PvP is an absolute flipping nightmare, but I've also heard that the devs are also very much planning on addressing that ASAP. I will be, but not yet. I like the Dune books, but the game didn't appeal to me. -1, I don't even like the films. Oh, okay. They're changing PvP, okay. I agree, I think it's perfect for streams. Wait, what? BG3 is a stream game? Really? How? Or do I just let you choose, or do I just let you guys play it for me? That's potentially one thing, isn't it? BG3 got big because of the streams. My friend waited so long for Dune, and now 2 weeks after, he's not playing it anymore because you can lay down with a bear. Wait, what? What? Okay, sure. Yeah, I've seen Pirate Software just basically hasn't put Dune down. Now, I think he's a bit, you know, he has personality issues. Does old Pirate Software? Did you know he used to work for Blizzard? But he has personality issues. But I do equally think that he has quite a good overview of what's a good game and what's not. By the way, Baldur's Gate 3 is strongly 18+. Be aware of that. There's fucking no kids watching my stream. I think we're pretty safe. Relatively safe there, I think. I think that's relatively safe. Shroud, Co-Carnage also playing 24/7 Dune. Yeah, when some of these big boys are... You can always tell when people are playing... Because obviously... Shroud, they get paid to play these games when they first come out, but it's testament when they are still playing them 2 weeks later, because that means they are no longer being paid to play it, they're playing it because it's fun. So... $120 hours of playthrough, so plenty of content there. Yeah, see, this is the thing, right? There's some definite big games out there. Some definite monsters of games that are going to take a while to blast through. You know, we threw 150 hours into Satisfactory in, like, literally a month. But, you know, these 400-500 hour potential games, they're not something you just casually go and play for a few weeks. They're like, do I switch content direction, you know? It becomes a touch risky. But this is why I try and time this, right? I try and time going and playing other games for when there's not that much going on in WoW. And I shit you not, the next 8 weeks in WoW are going to take forever. Because there's nothing happening for the next 8 weeks. So until 11.2 launches, we are in absolute what the hell do we do mode in WoW. So either we become billionaires by cross-realm trading and Mechanica selling, which, let's be real, we've already been doing for quite a while anyway. Or alternatively, we go play some other stuff because it's fun. And if I can bring you guys along for the ride, then all the better. Not a hardcore gamer, pretty casual, but BG3 I played it over and over. Yeah, maybe some decisions need to be made. Maybe decisions to be made. Right, these dudes get in progress. It does look like they're getting progress this time.
We're close.
Huge D&D fan, so Baldur's Gate is a no-brainer for me. I assumed you meant Baldur's Gate 3. Where are we going? Through this door. I'm missing a lot of percentage. Not only am I missing a lot of percentage, I'm also missing my pets. Pet do pet things! Where are you? Here we go. Where the hell are my pets? Pigeon? Pigeon do pigeon things. Where are you? Oh, they're clearly stuck somewhere. There we go. The idea of replaying Baldur's Gate 2 instead of committing to BG3 is more enticing to me. I hate the super long games nowadays. I don't mind a game being super long if it's super long for a reason. To touch back on the Red Dead Redemption thing, I can't remember why I never finished it, but it could very well have been that I just kind of, you know, I hit 40, 50, 60 hours and was like, yeah, I've had enough now, I'll go do something else. That is entirely possible. Some games do feel like they're long for a reason. Unironically, it's kind of why I like things like the Max Payne games. You know, just a short, relatively story-driven shoot-'em-up game that, you know, is 10 hours or something. It's difficult because those games struggle to sell because people don't want to spend $60 for 10 hours of entertainment. But, you know, I refer back to my previous statement about sort of value proposition. If it's 10 hours of really good story-driven content and you have a blast doing it, it's still way cheaper than going to the cinema, taking the wife out for a meal and then finding a babysitter for the kids, you know? Right, now can we get the belt on this team? Which has taken me the best part of an hour to do, which really shouldn't have taken any more than 5 minutes. Who's popping a long boy in the hallway there? Let's keep all long boys to tall, open areas at the very least. We've talked so much about Baldur's Gate 3, I'm going to log off from WoW and do another playthrough, thanks. I see, this is why I kind of don't mind going and playing other games from time to time. Because I kind of Wait. Complete an overcharged delve. Why didn't they get the complete an overcharged delve thing? But we did complete an overcharged delve. Oh, I'm about to flip my lid here. What's... Are they all got that? Oh, apparently none of them completed the delve. Did I not wait for Bran to open the treasure room before leaving? Oh my god, I'm going to have done a third delve on this team and obtain nothing. Oh, I'm genuinely about to rage quit. Oh, that's one of those laugh so you don't cry moments. Right, back we go. This is actually beyond a joke at this point. I swear I'm not doing this deliberately. Mage content. It is mage content all over again. Oh, Lord. Right, they all need to log off as well. Let's get them all back in spot. Right, log them off. Just do a tier 1. I've been doing tier 1s. I'm genuinely doing tier 1s. I'm not doing it on any... Like, I can boost 4 at a time in theory, although this is now slower than doing individually. Oh, God. Dear Lord. The universe wants you to do something else. Is any of these games, by the way, on Game Pass? Is Dune on Game Pass? Dune Spice Wars, that's not it. Okay, none of these games seem to be on Game Pass for starters, so it does mean I have to put my hand in my pocket to play them. What else is on Game Pass recently? What's been added recently? Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. People have said this was really good. One button can't fix when reading chat. Yeah, clearly. I mean, we could go play Barbie's Project Friendship. Woo! Nagura's playing the Claire Obscura at the moment. Yeah, a bunch of people have. A bunch of people have seemed to have said it's pretty good. Foundry demo? Can you play the Foundry demo on... Oh, pre-purchase and receive the Foundry demo. I was like, can you play the demo without pre-ordering it? I need to cash out some WoW tokens, actually, to buy this. My question is, though, do I buy this for the PlayStation instead? I'm going to play the shit out of this next month, by the way. This turns up June 17th, I think. Now, obviously, I can quote-unquote get it for free on Battle.net. But there's part of me that's tempted to just buy it on the PlayStation. Because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 is like mega nostalgia for me. Mega levels of nostalgia. What's Firebreak? Cooperative first-person shooter. Alright. Zombies. Picks for me. What are the picks for me? Oh, there was also Doom, wasn't there? We never got round to playing Doom. See, that's a scenario where we can just smash out Doom in a couple of days. Just absolutely bang it out. Hidden Gems. Balatro. Absolute classic, by the way. Love this game. It's my go-to game on the iPad. Indiana Jones. I kind of wanted to play that and never got round to doing it. It's a good one to stress test the hardware, that one. I'm kind of leaning towards Dune, though, if I'm going to be honest. How much is it? It's going to be like $60 or something, isn't it? Didn't finish Doom. It doesn't feel like a Doom game. Oh, really? Is it not? How come? Are we on sale mode on Steam, apparently? Maybe we're on sale mode. Feels more doomy than Eternal. Boss fights feel like you're in a raid in WoW. You actually have to do mechanics. See, for me, Doom games, the bosses were just bullet sponges. But the only mechanic is you just avoid the one-shot, is how I remember Doom games. Sidestep or hide behind a pillar, and then just bullet sponge them until they don't exist anymore. Adventure Capitalist. Genuinely a very popular game. What in the world is Adventure Capitalist? And why is it recommending it to me? Came out in 2015. Jesus. Oh, because I have 186 hours on record in Cookie Clicker. Maybe that's why. Maybe that would be why. Because you played Vampire Survivors. I've heard of this one. Is this out now? This is like a Diablo 3 clone. But mixed with Vampire Survivors. Early access, mostly positive, very positive. My God, I've got over 100 hours in Vampire Survivors. Jesus. And that's just on Steam. I've got Vampire Survivors on my on my. It was my go-to game of choice for my phone for a while. If you want to try something vampires like, sorry, survivors like, try the Ball X Pit demo. What is this? What? This is wild. Is a brick-breaking, ball-fusing, base-building survival roguelike. Batter hordes of enemies with ricocheting balls and gather the riches of the pit to expand your homestead, generate resources, and recruit unique heroes. What in the world? Demo? Planned release 2025. Sure, do it. I love the fact that demos exist again, by the way. The great days of PC gaming revolved around downloading a demo, getting access to a demo, seeing if you liked a game before buying it. I don't know why I know exactly why the gaming industry went away from demos. They went away from demos because demos meant that only good games got bought. And companies wanted to get away with releasing shit, so they stopped pumping out demos. It's really cynical, but it's really true. I was looking for like Dune, wasn't I? Where's the $50? Only $50? Surely not. What's the catch? Oh, because if you want the Ultimate Edition, it's $90, I see. Poll it. Yeah, we can see. I'm in research mode. There is no demo tag, and we just pay for it. Yeah, I mean that's most AAA releases these days, isn't it? It's pretty much like, oh, here's the early access is basically like fancy demo, but in fact they just make you pay for the fancy demo now. Still gonna plug RimWorld. Broken record, I know. Yes, I'm very aware you are a big fan of the RimWorlds. Remember shareware? Yep. Yep. So you can pay up to $90 for Dune, and there's a $24.99 season pass. Oh dear. Okay, so Dune gets expensive pretty quickly. Pretty expensive pretty quickly. That's half the price of a new Steam Deck, because mine's really on the blink these days. The button for my main screen is a bit... Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think the whole thing's on the blink. Okay, so Dune's going to be full AAA price. Baldur's Gate 3. Surely this is on... How do you spell Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate 3. Still $60? You shitting me? This game's been out 2 years. This is one of those where I should have bought it on sale at some point. Your choices shape a tale of fellowship and betrayal, survival and sacrifice, and the lure of absolute power. Overwhelmingly positive with 674,000 reviews. Sheesh. Is there like estimated play times or something? This is what I like about the Game Pass, that you can select a game, for example, and it will give you down here somewhere, look, yeah, how long to beat. 15 hours for the main story in Indiana Jones. 25 hours if you do the side quests as well. 38 hours to complete it. This is kind of the info that I like ahead of time, because 40 hours, that's a working week to play a game. We can work with that. Good Company demo. What's this? Good Company. I didn't realize you were recommending something. I just thought you were saying Good Company. Good Company. Corporate Machinery Simulator. In-depth management sim about building a trailblazing tech corporation, assemble complex production lines, manage employee logistics, and sell high-quality products on the market to become the best company in the whole world. That does weirdly sound a bit of me, doesn't it? That might quite possibly scratch a bit of a Satisfactory / Factorio itch. That's interesting. Oh, and there is a demo. Huh. Nothing wrong with a demo. In you get. What was it? Oh, for BG3, 45 to 55 hours story mode, completionist about 150 hours. Okay, well that's less scary than I thought. I thought we were in the like 400 hours section with BG3, but is there something wrong in the game today? I can't use teleports anywhere in the game after the first time, and then I have to relog because nothing works. No Hearthstones, no Undermine teleports. Yeah, it's been completely scuffed for me all day. Yeah, you've got to log out, log back in again for stuff to work. Servers have been absolutely cooked since the patch last week. I don't know what's going on. Let's hope reset brings about a patch that fixes some of this stuff. Okay. What about Witcher 3? Witcher 3 is now only $30. Probably because it's old. My God, Witcher 3 is nearly 10 years old. Holy smoke. In fact, it is 10 years old. No way this is 10 years old. Witcher 3 had a 90% discount like last week. Did it really? Whoops. Technically, that means I'll be able to buy a Steam key off some website for like pennies. But now you feel old, apparently, yeah. 765,000 reviews. 96% of them positive. Sheesh. All right. Well, there is some options. There's some options. The Witcher 4 Unreal Tech demo. Oh, if you guys haven't seen this, by the way, it's worth paying attention to. Clover Pit. Clover Pit. Oh, wait, what was this? Hardcore Gamba Gamba. A roguelite slot machine nightmare. Gamble for your life in a never-ending debt simulator? Oh, God. That sounds brutal. Shopping list for the Steam sale. Yeah, I think so. Demo. Let's go. Should we just give it a go, shall we? Should we give it a go? Should we see what happens? Oh, straight in. No message. Hang on. Oh, also full screen. Ew. Hang on. You guys won't have sound yet either. Steam summer sale starts in a couple of days. Yeah, I might hang fire then for that. We'll see. Let me flip in. Where's me mouse? Hello? No mouse. Is there no mouse? Okay, now I've got a mouse. Let me alt tab real quick. Hang on. Clover Pit. Turn the tunes off for a minute. Yes. Explain shit. Hang on. Let's also take you out of the way real fast. This is where you must deposit the coins you earn. If you're not able to deposit enough coins in a certain amount of rounds, you will find out. Okay, at the end of every round, you get back interest based on your current deposited coins. Keep depositing to earn more. And if you deposit all of your debt early, I'll reward you 4 Clover tickets. I read that and I don't think I was listening to any of it. At the end of each round, you'll also receive 1 Clover ticket, more in certain conditions. Remember to spend your Clover tickets to buy lucky charms. They'll improve your odds of surviving. Okay. The store restocks for free whenever you manage to deposit the requested coin at the ATM. Okay, just let me play. WASD for move. Start round. Have we got some options in there? Give me some options. Full screen. Oh, okay. Can I leave? Okay. Maybe we do go full screen. Right, let's go. How many spins? What have we got? We got 2 Clover tickets, 7 spins and 1 Clover ticket. Minus, we'll just do 3 spins. I don't know what's going on.
Let's go gambling.
Gamba gamba. Pull the knob. Boom! Are we winning? 6. Spins left, 2. What's the button do? Triggers? Oh my god, look at all the lemons. Cash monies. I have no idea what's going on. Get the interest. Yoink. 20 plus 2. Deadline bonus. 2 rounds left. Debt of 75. Deposited 30. Deposit 3. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Don't forget to buy some lucky charms. They'll boost your chances of survival. Hamster grants 7 luck for the last spin of a round. Lemon pitcher triggered by red button. Lemons manifest more often during the current round. Restores energy at the end of every deadline. Lost briefcase. Immediately earn 30% of the debt amount. I don't know what those do yet. Give me some spins.
Let's go gambling.
I think the big variability in the Baldur's Gate 3 is because depending on your playstyle, you can open up more storylines, and a real completionist run would take long. But a normal run, usually you will follow more of an instinct and prioritize where interesting things bring you. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's even got replayability then. Okay, we're not winning nothing here. Can we take a drink? No. Oh, we ain't winning nothing. Oh, we've gambled all our life savings away. No spins left. You have 1 round left to deposit your coins. You have been... Whoa, 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 hello. What's going on with the floor? 1 round left. I need to get up to 75. Wow, ain't happening, is it? Not in a month. Just, what's this? That's your final reward. I haven't decided when you... This is like Saw. This is brutal. I've got 5 Clover tickets. 7 luck for the last round. 2 will buy me... Immediately earn 30% of the debt amount. 22. So that puts me at 38. Can I pay back my debt now? Keep some coins for the slot machine and free. Give me the interest. 9. 9 is all I need. Ta-da! I didn't die. By the way, the cost to play at the slot machine increases after every deadline. Wait, what? Oh, I thought I won. Okay. We go again. 3 spins.
Let's go gambling.
Cash monies. 7. Bonus luck. Oh my god, look at all the 7s. 84 cash monies. Suck it, Saw dude, wherever you are. We want a winning streak. Although I do have to deposit massive cash monies. Okay. We got 5 charmy why is the phone ringing? Bells manifest more often. Restore all charges on all charms triggered by the red button. Lemons manifest more often permanently when life gives you lemons. Okay. When the charms start to stack and combo, it gets pretty wild. Okay. Who were you talking to? Nobody. You heard nothing. Plus 20% chance for coins to have the golden modifier. Golden modifier. Scoring a symbol with this modifier increases the symbol by its base value permanently. Uncommon. Common, uncommon. Oh, I want some legendary ones. How many we got? 5. One of you. Triggers randomly 1 extra spin and then luck for that spin. Okay. Right, we're back to spinning. Go. All the spins.
Let's go
Slam
gambling.
it. Some cherries. What are you up there? Voicemail? Ah, okay, so you can see what perks you've got. I'm with you. Lemons are manifesting, but they're not lining up. Go on, all the cherries. All the cherries still only gave us 8. Welcome in, Ginny. Good morning. Oh, we put 7 spins in this and nothing's happened. A few lemons. Okay, so lemons. Lemons are like the weakest, but we got a 28% mod chance of lemons. Okay, and then on this side, these are the different patterns in their payouts. Jackpot times 10, all the same. Gambling ain't gonna help you pay your debts. True. This is how we pay for WoW tokens these days. Right, give me my interest. 7%. Can I just slam a bunch in here? That'll do. Give me 7 more spins. Let's go. We got no cash monies. Negative on the cash monies. It's alright. We nearly paid back the 14 already. Oh, stupid game. 13. We're almost back to where we got. Nearly in the cash monies. 3 spins to go. 4. Okay. We've made out like a bandit. We're like 3 coins. Right. Big time luck. Oh shit. No rounds left. Wait, what? Oh, we dead. Oh no, we died. Oh, what's happening? This is like one of those horror game jump scare moments. We died. What a weird game. What an absolutely crazy game. Is that it now? What an absolutely wild game. Somebody's got a very creative brain. Interesting. Right, well, we'll come back to this maybe another day. But that was a slight distraction from the norm. I do apologise. Gamble or die. What a nice game. Yeah, clearly. Alright, let's try again, shall we? Let's see if we can actually get these flipping delves to work. Well, if the Steam summer sale kicks off in a few days, we'll see if we can throw €100 or something at some cheap games to play over probably the next 6 weeks or something. Because now's the best time to do it. Now's the best time to do it, for sure. We could not be deeper into Season 2, and I really couldn't care about like gearing up my toons anymore. The only thing that we're going to be doing for the most part is just like building the Empire, which means we can take a few weeks off building the Empire if we really needs to. Let's then... get you guys all in a group. Let's see if we can do this without being stupid this time. Right, in you go. Tier 1. Enter. Right, everybody's here. Let's now see if these guys can actually get completion. Because it bugged out last time. Either it bugged out or I did something stupid. Both are entirely viable options. The goal, by the way, for those who are have joined a bit later in the stream is I'm just trying to get my my freebie belt on all my dudes, because, you know, why not? We've got 80 some max level characters now. We might as well not gear them, but we might as well make sure that they're not complete squish. And a free almost 700 item level belt is in theory an easy way of doing it. Actually, they just need to complete the delve, don't they? They don't need any other shenanigans. Let's just nuke stuff nice and fast. Make sure we get our completion. Remember to hit the golden piles. Golden piles. That sounds like a rather unwanted medical condition. Oh, God, why are you turning up? I don't need you here. I didn't order an underpin. He seems to be stuck in the corridor, though, which is quite... Oh, no, he's here now. Took a couple of months off the game, went travelling, came back a month ago, haven't touched the Undermine or anything new. Can't be asked. Doesn't look interesting at all to me. I'd rather just farm old stuff. I mean, the reality is that starting this late, yeah, it's not going to be as enjoyable as like going through it when it's hype. But I would definitely say that if you're a collector in any way, shape, or form, that there's plenty of goodies to be had, though, in the Undermine. I'm slightly biased because I actually feel that the Undermine is probably one of my more favoured zones, which has shocked me, but I do think that's only because it's so outrageously lucrative right now. If it wasn't for farming Mechanicas every day and making, like, quite literally between 5 and 8 million gold a month by doing it, I probably wouldn't be as enthused to still be here. But the fact that I've been able to level up from 13 level 80s to 95 level 80s in this one patch as well, whilst also making millions of gold, whilst also setting up a bit of a cross-realm empire. Very unexpectedly, this has been a good patch for me. It certainly wasn't the plan. But if you are just getting back into it now, I would say that the zone is probably quite a slog to start on now, because unfortunately things like the reps, you know, you are just going to be miles behind. But welcome back. I hope you had some interesting travels. All right, so you're dead. Is that not, like, complete the delve? How? Okay. Why did they not gain completion? Why is it not tagging these as completing the delve? Complete an overcharged delve. What is going on? This was an overcharged delve. Why did this work on the last ones but now hasn't worked on this team? Am I... Oh, I don't know. Are you in a raid? I mean, I don't think you can be in a raid in here, can you? All instance into one group. This is weird. It worked perfectly fine on one team, and now hasn't worked on this team multiple times over. Collect your reward. How can it tell me to collect my reward but also not give me progress towards completing the delve? Right then, curiosity time. What if I go claim my reward? Is this maybe what needs to be? Surely I shouldn't be able to collect a reward if I can't. What? Okay. Sure. Do we abandon the quest? Take the quest again? I don't know. I don't know. Well, it's definitely slammed the brakes on this little adventure. The fact that the flipping instance code is all scuffed today as well. Oh god, today's just not gone to plan, has it? Started off by looking at chat lists, realising that trying to multi-box chat lists is a task and a half. Realised that there's a good delve up to spam to get some belts, and now this seems to be bugged. Flipping Lord have mercy. Are we just going to go back to ye olde faithful and just kill rares and make gold? Because trying to do anything else today seems like an absolute chore and a half. It might well be, you know. There has to be some proximity thing, and the boss area is just on the edge or something. Maybe you press Bloodlust or something on the team, it worked. Since it should put everybody in combat. Yeah, I'm not even sure. The reality is I'm not that bothered to try and find out. I guess what we will do is if the quest hasn't worked, we'll just abandon the quest. Often when stuff like this goes a bit funky donkey, you just got to drop the quest and pick it up again and do it again. This team though has had negative luck today. So let's just put them back in the hotel and go back to ye olde faithful of killing stuff and making gold. Well, actually, maybe I might scout for some profits, scout for some deals. See if we can find any bargains in other ways. Actually, one thing I've been meaning to do for a little while is pay a little bit more closer attention to, what do you call it, saddlebags. See what saddlebags has on offer in terms of tools for like bargain hunting. So, let me take a quick bathroom break and why are you? Let me quick bathroom break, and then we'll just go on some bargain hunting. I'll be back in 2 minutes, boys and girls. Okay. Again, the universe wants you to be doing something else. I mean, it clearly does. Clearly does. Stuff doesn't seem to be doing any sorts of normality today. I had to put my hoodie back on. I realised that it's like I had the aircon on by default because it's meant to be summer, right? And I suddenly realised it's not, and it's like cold in here. It's genuinely cold. Right, let's log you back in. Yeah, I wanted to take a little bit of a poke around saddlebags. Have I got it up here somewhere? No. Saddlebags exchange. Because what it would be handy to have is a little bit more of an understanding of just which tools are useful for like hunting down deals. So there's the Auction House Assassin Sniper. This is the desktop application, which works, to my understanding, a little bit like Point Blank Sniper, but instead of it being in-game, it's outside the game. A super fast Blizzard Auction House Sniper created by Saddlebag Exchange. Tool enables you to quickly find the most amazing deals across all realms in your region, notifying you of the lowest price for any items you're interested in purchasing, just seconds after the Auction House API data becomes available. But is this not the same as like... Same as Point Blank Sniper, where you have to give it shopping lists? Last night when I came back, the security guard had a space heater on the desk blowing in his face. A space heater at this time of year? Sure. Desktop graphical user interface, homepage, pets, items, item level list, application settings, import your Point Blank Sniper data, which I don't have. And then what does it do? It screams at you, what, via Discord pings? Is this something I could just set up for the Discord? Just publicly? And then anybody can just like grab the deals? Region NA Realm ID 113. That doesn't seem very... Oh, okay. These realms... Okay, sure. Azeroth auction target. Automatic recommended snipe lists? The hell is this? Yeah, I don't know. What's the best deals section? Ultra cheap deals, beginner friendly, low risk. Scout for ultra cheap deals across all categories with the highest discounts. Item types all, expansion all, categories all, subcategories all. Discount percentage 99%. Minimum TSM average price and then sales per day. Okay, so it's just a search filter, not that different to... Okay. How many false positives is this going to bring up, like, all the time, though? This is the thing. Lightning Jasper on... well, hang on. Are we selected for... Oh, yeah, we're selected for Draenor Europe. It's going to be 34 degrees here in 2 days and you're cold. I am right now. I'm not sure why, though. guess the advantage of this is it's not locked to a single server like you would be if you did it in game. Just leave an account on the character's select screen ready to log in, whichever server it tells you. Yeah, that's kind of the way of doing it. Once your characters are there and ready, you can just quickly jump on and grab these items. So in theory now, right, for example, if I found whichever character of mine is on Eversong, which apparently is none of them. So how's that flipping work then? Where's Eversong? Eversong, Russian. Okay, so there's our first issue. It's going to throw up the Russian realms as well. All right then. What about Lightning Jasper on Archimonde? Where do I have a tune on Archimonde? That's the wrong one. Ignore that. You're on Archimonde. A design Lightning Jasper. Long boy up. Lightning Jasper. Boom. So that's the kind of process. And then just log them out. That's kind of the play. What data do we have here that looks useful? So we have discount sales per day, the minimum price, and the historic price of stuff. So we can filter things a little bit more. So this is probably how you'd scout for like real good stuff. Why can't I scroll on this? Oh, show just all of them. Give me a big old list. Big old list. So these are arguably some of the better deals out there. The fact that you kind of just have to, know what these are. What are they? Where to? Oh, okay. So there's a link on where to sell it, but it doesn't tell you where to sell. It just gives you a link. Okay. So you can buy it somewhere and go sell it somewhere else. But I mean, when the discount is this heavy, it doesn't matter where you sell it then, does it really? A link to the undermine link to the item in question. There's no actual links to like Wowhead or Tooltips here to like see what the thing is. You just kind of have to know. So okay. This is where having a lot of in-game item knowledge will definitely help. But if you don't have that in-game item knowledge, you're kind of just guessing. Plans, Frost Tiger Blade on any of these realms. So also I have the issue that I don't know. So I would need my personal realm list. Sorry, flashbang. What I'm kind of thinking here is how does this compare against Flipping Pal? That seems to do something very similar. Maybe Flipping Pal isn't quite as should I say quite as customizable. Default the War Within deals. Find deals on current content. These are just these are like predefined search settings, aren't they? So just the war within, current content stuff, 50% discount, sells for at least 2,000. Yeah. So these are just like predefined searches. And it's going to be things like your Lucky Street rings all the time, yeah. But without knowing, like, okay. Senjin, Ungoro, or Area 52. Senjin, German. All that loads, copy it. Wouldn't you just do a shopping scan at the same time as you repost? Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I do right now. But that means that, you know, if that deal isn't there at that very second, you only see the deals that you see right when you do a scan. So, like, if you do a repost, I'll do a scan at the same time. This is more of a way to go about finding the deals in those other scenarios. So like 60 gold for this ring, for example. What I didn't know before is it's a 597 one. But I still know that these can be flipped around like super easy peasy. There's another ring on Malfurion or Malagos. Which is Goblin Wallet on this realm. See, the thing for me is that you can fly around and pick up bargains this way, but it still feels relatively slow, or maybe it's just a practice thing. Oh, now it's, see, this is where then you want, what was it I was trying to buy? That thing. Yeah, somebody's probably already had it over here, look. Yeah, somebody's already had it on this realm. So, Midnight Lounge Cummerbund. The historic prices and the current prices tell me that this is probably a current raid BOE. It's not like playing the game, but like a job, spreadsheets and all. Yeah, this process using third-party websites to try and scout the deals does start to feel a little bit more job-like. I do totally agree with you there. Whereas I'm more fond of, you know, okay, well, I'm at, you know, I log in. I'm more fond of going into TSM, running a sniper search, seeing what turns up. But like I said, this is more of a way to find those bargains when you're... Find those bargains wherever they are, whenever you want to find bargains. And when you find the bargain, then go and just go get it on the character. High value toys. Toys that are worth at least 10k, 0 results. No deals on toys right now. Fast selling miscellaneous. Gateway control shards, whatever these are. Historic price of 219 a piece. Like I said, I don't know what gateway control shard even is. It's one thing I do find a lot with flipping already is there are so many false positives. There's so many stuff that you just shouldn't pay attention to. Activate the nearest demonic gateway. Like what? It's just rubbish. Just absolute rubbish. Oh, it's for the warlock portals? Is that what it is? Nine results found. Medium pet value deals. Eye of Chaos, Void Scarred Parrots, more Eyes of Chaos, more Parrots. These are obviously popping up right now because more and more people are getting them from doing the visions and are desperately trying to sell them out for as much as they can get for them. But we could look at like Eye of Chaos, for example. I know, with my limited in-game knowledge, that buying these right now is probably not a great idea, considering look how many of them there are across the EU. There's like an average of 10 per server right now, so they're in absolutely no shortage. Are unlikely to be in any form of shortage ever. This is, you know, this is another one of those potential left shark situations. Now, once visions start to end, then maybe the price will rise on these, but only if you only when a shitload of them start selling. 46 results, just show all of them. Anything on here that's not a parrot or an Eye of Chaos? No, literally nothing. Now, the reality is there is not necessarily always deals to be had, but the flipping fast-selling items, beginner-friendly, low risk. Discount percentage. What's the discount percentage based on, though? Minimum TSM average price? Is that the region average sale price, or is that the regional average market price? And then what's that discount percentage of? Nothing found. Oh, that has 100 sales per day. Yeah, I'm not surprised there was nothing. What did the ultra cheap deals say? Discount based upon what? Historic price based upon what? Anything that's actually got a historic price of some value. Schematic hard corium goggles. Lich King Greymane. Goldrin Realm. Russian server. Voodoo figurine. Exodar. Spanish. Sandbeard. WoW 2. I don't even know what a voodoo figurine is. It's a pet. A level 25 pet. Oh, a level 1 pet. Bargain for 10 gold. Yeah, that's what I don't... That's one thing I don't like, is that I would really wish that they would just integrate Wowhead tooltips, so at least you can see what the damn thing is, in case you don't know. But there's definitely I guess I'm trying to think how people actually use this, how they use it long term. Raid BOE item level shopping list. Shopping list. Item to search for. Maximum purchase price. What's the point? It did suggest margin manipulator. It shows where they all are. Item link is to the Undermine exchange. A lot of this stuff, you'd never use it on this. Like, you wouldn't do any of this business. You'd do this over here. Like, I don't know if it's just the... Well, UI matters, doesn't it? I think UI matters. And at least this is why the Undermine is so goddamn good of a website. Because it mimics the auction house, of which we're already used to using. And it can be searched like the auction house. I think for hunting down deals, like arbitrage mode, Ogre Mind Ring, region. So what's it highlighting here? Why is it highlighting? Why did this start highlighting stuff? Is it highlighting it because it's below a certain price? I mean, it's half grey shit, so it's all dum-dum level shit. But is that why it's doing it? Why is it highlighting these? How are we doing, Elon? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Posted for under vendor price. Oh, is that what these are doing? Are they? Is that what that line? Is that what the orange means? That they're posted for under vendor price. Ah, yeah. Just read the flipping tooltip. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of something that I didn't know was a thing. Look at the amount of greys that are posted under vendor price. That's hysterical. Okay. So if you look up something like, what's it called? What's it called? If we go like lamplighter, So you got the lamplighter set, for example. You can see that lamplighter battle axe is available for as little as Toad Swasher, whatever realm that is. Do we have a dude on that realm? We do. Whizban. Like that, for example. Lamplighter sword. Jesus, look what's going on with the price of these. Thrall. Yeah, the fact I can't select this to copy the text is slightly annoying.
Is that your wallet? Or are you just glad to see me? Both, I hope.
So it's pretty quick to find deals on the Undermine if you know what you're looking for. Pretty quick if you know what you're looking for. Oh, Jargis with the 12 months, my man. Thank you very much. Whole year. Welcome to the 1 year club. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think a combination of saddlebags. Saddlebags is probably good for some stuff, although the UI of and the searchability of Undermine Exchange. Undermine Exchange has the best data and searchability and just little things like being able, like integration of tooltips and stuff. Undermine Exchange definitely does the best job, I think, overall. Flipping Pal has some cool filters, and I do like the fact that you can just click on things to like copy them to clipboard. That is a feature that is like absolutely goated, because even here it's like annoying to like highlight the text to copy the name of something, so you have to like be spelling everything out, and I can't just like select this bit of text here to copy it, for example, because of how the website's built. Now there's a good chance that there's a way for me to do it somehow, but Draenor last updated 6 hours ago? That's also problematic, maybe. Oh, this has also changed since I last looked at it. This has also changed again. What's this column now? Toggle all or favorites. Okay. Buy realm, buy price, sell realm, sell price. Sale average price. Best mark to flip between realms, at least what I noticed, are Varuth's Guillotines, the Glazer, Skullflame Shields, Stinkrot, Smashers, Blades of Hammers, Blackrock, Bulwarks. Yeah, they're all very big ticket items. You know, if you're going to have like a short list of like proper big sellers, there definitely some for sure, yeah. So yeah, I think all three of these sort of websites and services that we have easy access to now are cool in their own rights. Cool in their own rights, but equally, they all have significant downsides. What are some of the other tools that are on this website then? What the hell is upload? Let's just see what some of this stuff is. What is upload timers? Oh, it shows when the WoW Auction House data was last updated. Last updated 31 minutes ago. Okay, that's quite clever. Region-wide undercut checker. See your undercuts region-wide across all characters in one page using our undercut tracker add-on. Really? What in the world is this? In-game market add-on. The add-on will generate the data needed to interact with the Saddlebag Exchange, Discord, and website searches. When you open the auction house, you'll notice two buttons at the top. You must click on your auctions tab to view your auctions for the data to populate automatically. Show single undercut data. Show full undercut data. Paste the data to the web page to see all of your undercuts and sales. Oh, so it doesn't do it automatically. Join the Discord. You can also use the Discord bot to receive alerts on your undercuts via Discord direct messages. That's going to get super spammy super fast. Oh yeah, and of course it's only as quick as the Blizzard API, so the... Okay. That's an interesting theory though. Being able to view which of your auctions have been undercut externally. I don't need an add-on to tell me that I got undercut. I know it happens the second I post auctions. Yeah, like I don't even worry about undercuts these days. If somebody wants, you know, if somebody comes in and I post for 48 hours and walk away. Genuinely, post for 48 hours, walk away. There doesn't seem to be much value in doing anything else. Otherwise, you'd literally end up spending all day cancel scanning on transmog, which is absolutely mental source. Current content market share overview. See what the war within items make the most gold on your realm. Ha! Okay, they've straight up gone. You know what? Okay, TSM's website. You've got your heat maps. We can do heat maps. That's quite funny. Market values to show the current daily gold earned. Innovation Investigator, 588,000 gold a day. That's probably, so that's what, oh, these ad pop-ups are hyper annoying. So how does that figure that out then? Current daily gold earned, percentage change, market stability, sales per day, and then the minimum price of them. Okay, so it's saying like on Draenor, there's an innovation investigator sold every other day, but because it sells for like over 1 million gold a pop, then it's generating a daily market of 587,000 gold. So you could, if you had an innovation investigator and you were willing to cancel scan it on Draenor to try and snag the half a sale that happens every day, you'd potentially make 587,000 gold a day. But the fact that you'd make only one sale doing that every other day. There's a market of nearly 300,000 gold a day just in Duskweave bags on Draenor, which is quite funny. Seems to indicate that they have about 2,000 gold value. You can potentially see somewhere in the region of 150 sales a day. And if you can claim all of those, you stand to make 293,000 gold of revenue. But let me quote that Duskweave bags at this price is probably like 50 gold profit max per bag. But it's interesting to show the potential markets for certain items. Apparently, a crowd pummeler on Draenor only sells one every 10 days. Wow. Oh my. Oh my. Weaver cloth bags. 100 weaver cloth bags a day are sold. I'm not sure I trust a lot of these numbers, to be honest. Okay, but it's interesting they've gone, here, have some heat maps. What else we got? Legacy market share overviews. Black tuxedo pants. What? 2 sales of black tuxedo pants a day. Minimum price of 300,000 gold for black tuxedo pants? What? Huh? What? No, that's not what I wanted. Wait, why the Christ are these things so expensive? What the hell's gone on here? What the hell's going on here with the price? Somebody, oh, okay. Okay. So somebody's given these the K-Chak approach. Somebody's given these the buy them all out whenever they're cheap and repost them for 200k and just hope for some sales approach. There he is. Interesting. But based upon the fact, you can get away with doing these silly shenanigans when there's so few of them. But yeah, just look at the sudden. When did somebody decide that they were going to have a go at this? What happened here? March the 11th. March the 11th, somebody decided that they were going to basically try and buy out the entire black tuxedo market. By March the 12th, so by March the 12th, they'd bought out most of them. And then they've slowly been listing them on a whole bunch of different realms at their fixed price, whilst holding on to a lot of the other stock. That's funny. What's your thoughts on auction house bots? Is there a lot you think is just people thinking there's a lot of them? I mean, there's two sides to that tale, right? There's no definitive yes or no answer to that. I mean, yes, there are auction house bots, but no, there are not anywhere near as many of them as people think. Oops, sorry, I've just punched the microphone. The yes, bots exist. Oh, the Matrix coat came out at that time. Went up in sale after Blizzard added the black trench coat. That's a good theory, actually. That's a solid theory. And removed from the game, hence the price. Are they genuinely removed from the game? From the old school Noble Garden event. Yeah, the auction house bot situation is a bit of a funny one, right? Because you'll always get the people that turn up and they're like, oh yeah, this dude has been posting cancel scanning for 12 hours consistently on my realm. And like, well, clearly so have you, right? Otherwise you wouldn't know they've been doing it consistently for 12 hours. Clearly so have you. This is the thing. People kind of forget that, one, many players these days have flipping dedicated auction house accounts, and they can easily, once every 20 minutes, once every half an hour, just do a cancel scan, cancel it off, relist it back on. The people can do that for 12 hours a day if they want to, especially with the whole work from home scenario. But at the same time, saying that there are not that many bots doesn't discount the fact that, yes, there are actual auction house bots as well. So, yeah. From way back when those were white items, now you get them as a warband cosmetic. Okay. Yeah, probably the fact the Matrix coat came out at the same time does mean it was probably a big brain play to start manipulating the price of them. Probably a big brain play. cut them out, hold on to most of the supply, because clearly the fact that on so many realms they are listed at exactly the same price, it's clearly the work of somebody having a whole bunch of them. Somebody decided that them being 50k a piece, 40k a piece didn't make any sense. 20k a piece, somebody decided that they should be 200k a piece. And there's not a lot anybody can do about it. See? There you go. There you go. In the last month. Literally in the last month. Look at that. This isn't K-Chak. This is Donut. You can spot a big brain play a mile away. But it's quite funny how, like, when you look at the legacy market share, it's now sat at the top of the tree. Genuinely sat at the top of the tree. That's quite funny. So what others can we find that are clearly shenanigans at play? On a market where there's 2 sales a day is also pretty crazy, to be fair. It's gone up by 300% on the black tuxedo pants. And that's big brain right there. I tip my hat. Is that genuinely 2 sales a day of a minion of Grumpus? Jesus. I guess we're about as far away from minion of Grumpus as you can get right now, aren't we? Being the fact that you can only get it during Wintervale. I've always wondered about these big ticket. So look, last time we had a Wintervale, the supply went up from 400. Is this region wide? Yeah. Minion of Grumpus went up from 366 all the way up to nearly 1,000 of the things. And the supply of them over the last 6 months has come back down to the same point it was prior to it spiking. And simultaneously, the price hasn't really done much, other than in the last couple of weeks. May just be coincidental. But there's definitely some people are like, you know what? We'll buy them when they're cheap enough. Because I bet there is a scenario where people post these randomly for 50k and then somebody just goes and puts it back here for 300k and then just don't worry about it. Move on. Was buying minions for about 80k during the event. Yeah, so even now selling them at 100k, you're making a 20%. Well, it's not 20%, it's 25%, isn't it? 25% return. Can't argue with, really, when the absolute cheapest is basically 100k now. 22 of them on Draenor, though, mind. Surprisingly, there's even realms that don't have one. But then look at the amount of low population realms where it's the only one and they get to hard determine the price of it. You know, you only need, if you buy them at 100k, you only need, if you can take them to these servers and have basically no competition, you know, one sale covers the cost of buying like 4 of them. You buy 20 of them, you only need to sell 4 or 5 and you're in the money. This is how it's done. This is how it's done at scale. Wow, even the Sky Golem market is pretty stable these days. Flipping hell. Mounts do sell, don't they? Mounts do sell. There's a couple of sales of pretty much most mounts daily. Mecha Moguls, Panthers. Gallywix ATVs. 10 of those get sold a day. No. Is there really that many people who are like still buying these mounts? Is there that much trade going on with these things still? Just very stable market on these mounts still. Look at this for price fixing though. Oh Lord. Look at it. Absolutely nobody is dipping below 7k on like most of the realms. Do these have, I can't even remember what goes into making these things. Do these have like an absolute hard fixed value to how much they cost? Because that's outrageous. That is actually outrageous just how hard capped that price is at 7k. I apologise if I'm diving too deep into certain people's markets here, but it's free game at the end of the day. What do you need? A supercharged engine and a monolith reinforced chassis. You have to start doing the same now since you have the characters and all the realms. Buy the ship when it's cheap during the events and sell it half a year later. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is #1 reason why we got all the characters on all the servers, so we can go out and buy the cheap shit whenever we need to. It's just interesting to scout these things out and see what other people are doing. Supercharged engines are made by a bunch of monolith ore, storm silver ore, Vendomat, expulsum. Yeah, so these are annoying. That's pretty wild, you know. That's kind of wild how hard controlled that mount is at 7k. But I bet this person, whoever's doing this, is probably making out like a bandit. Probably making out like an absolute bandit. Crafting prices are higher, what, than 8k for one of this, 7k for one of these mounts. Do I have the ability to make this? Engineers make the engine. Engineers make the engine. Then blacksmiths make the chassis. Flux, platinum ore, storm silver ore, monolith ore. Curiosity's got the better of me now. I need to investigate. I have absolutely no intention of doing this myself. I'm just intrigued. Whoa, hush me. I mean, I could do quick maths on it, I suppose. What's the, So what was it? 175 monolite. $175 monolite. How much storm silver? And then platinum. Well, it's 75 here, isn't it? 20 elemental flux basically doesn't count. Supercharged engine is 100, so yeah, 175 monolite, 115 storm silver, insulated wiring. I don't think costs anything. Chemical blasting cap, vendor. Insulated wiring cost anything? This is just a vendor thing, isn't it? And then 8 expulsum. I tell you what, flipping getting the expulsum for this would be the pain in the ass. That's a bunch of braces. No, I don't even have the recipe, look. So it's only 1,000 gold to make that. Monolite, let's say 3 gold, 50 a piece. Let's just say 4 gold a piece for the monolite. Oh, so that's 800 in monolite. Storm silver. Storm silver is what? 12 gold a piece. That's like, I don't know, another 1,200. Call it 1,300 gold. Platinum is like free. 30 platinum. It's like nothing. Yeah, so I mean, there's no way there's no way these cost 7k to make. There's no way the crafting costs are higher on these. So like whoever's putting in the serious time and effort to craft a whole bunch of these and somehow magically hold the price at 7k is doing, and in quantity as well, by the way, is doing some crazy amount of scrapping. Crazy amount of expulsum work. Because making these is not too much of a biggie. Whoa, you even sell these on the auction house? No way. There's no way these are ever... Yeah, 0.0. Nobody ever buys them on the auction house. That's crazy talk. But, yeah, so somebody's having an absolute whale of a time crafting Gallywix ATVs and selling... Probably, I would go as far as to say, if they've got this many realms controlled, I would go as far as to say that some person's making out like an absolute bandit. They don't sell, I can confirm. No, they do sell. They do sell. The sales data says they sell. Nobody does this on something that doesn't sell. Absolutely nobody is doing that. There's about 10 sales a day. And you can see that by all the data. All the data is indicating that there is movement in them. But that's pretty wild. This is where these websites are kind of cool. You can grasp a whole load of information that you wouldn't otherwise. I mean, sold one for 20k. Yeah, if you're trying to sell them at 20k, you're probably not selling them. If you're crafting and selling them en masse, like somebody out there is doing, look at how controlled the price is at 7k. Now, I would probably go as far as to say somebody's making these for like 3 or 4k maximum, plus or minus time of doing it, and then is selling them across half of the EU realms for 7k a piece. Probably 1 or 2 a day across most of these realms. You know, the data speaks for itself. The only other thing, right? The only other thing that could potentially be happening here is that this is some sort of a cash out operation for somebody who's also botting the ore. That is entirely feasible. It is entirely feasible that if they are holding the price, let's say these, not that I believe they cost anywhere near 7,000 gold to make, but if you if most players, I mean, we're just doing some quick napkin maths, the materials that go into making these does not cost that much at all, a few thousand gold, plus or minus expulsum. Expulsum is no more than probably 100 gold each. But yeah, somebody could quite easily be automating the process of this. But I just genuinely think this is somebody that's found a market and is just absolutely slamming it. They're just absolutely slamming it, and they've decided that selling on one realm is great, but how about selling on 30 realms? And they log in, they post their mounts, they post enough of them to wall off the price, I would imagine. If we go and look at some of the realms, yes, so you can see there'll be a couple of people undercutting, but it will, for the most part, be somebody turns up once a day, posts a wall of them at that price. This is how the price gets so aggressively held, by walling it off. No, you can't buy expulsum. You have to scrap it. It's a soul-bound material. You have to run it through the BFA scrapper, but is expulsum warbound now, out of curiosity? I don't even know. Is it still soul-bound? Yeah, it's still soul-bound, look. But of course, you can make the mounts and then put the mounts in the war bank and send them anywhere. You can still just be making them all on one realm. Somebody's probably spending half the day churning out flipping expulsum all day. It's quite funny. Craft some cheap racers, it's 10 to 15% chance to get one. Yeah, it's just time consuming. You've got to live at the scrapper. It's quite interesting though. Anyway, boys and girls, I've been a bit scattered all over today. Like, nothing ended up working the way we were expected. We actually ended up doing basically nothing in the game. Because flipping delves were doing all sorts of stupid stuff. I'm going to leave it there for today. Tomorrow's reset day. We'll have the opportunity to run around and do a bunch of fun stuff tomorrow. We might also then take a little bit of a more serious look at what games pop up on the Steam Summer Sale. I'm very tempted to go play Dune. I'm also slightly being sold on some other games. There are some other games on the list. If people are kind of heavily suggesting Baldur's Gate 3 and The Witcher 3, the fact that I haven't played those is clearly criminal. But we're in a period of time now where obviously we can check in on the PTR from time to time. But other than maybe a once a week PTR update, there's not necessarily a huge amount going on in WoW other than just keeping the whole system ticking over, you know. So we will see. Get some volunteers at the 2 Point Museum. Yeah, also maybe going back and finishing some of the games we have already started. Maybe, possibly. You're right. But yeah, we'll see. Boys and girls, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate it. We'll be back on reset day tomorrow. Of course, if you play Team NA, your reset day is probably later today, isn't it? So enjoy it. Have fun. I'll see you next time. Peace.